I got so excited. I was very tired. I'm exhausted after Lee. Got all the sex, all the future, got all excited. Anyway, I think before I start my presentation, I want to tell just a few stories. One story first is how I'm exhausted by this presentation because I'm working so hard. And when beginning, no, I'm coming to South Africa to do this presentation, I thought it was so easy. I just show my slides, that's it. But Ravi wanted to meet me in India and before talk about this presentation. So I went to South India and talked to him, and he told me, you know, it's not good enough. I said, really? He said, you don't get it. You're going to Cape Town. They are very sophisticated. You know, you need working on this case, you know, make it really looking great. I'm like really nervous that what I'm going to do here, you know. So after months come to Shanghai, I'm really interview who can make my presentation, you know. I'm trying to find all the designers and know the videos, know the everything. So story cut short, a friend introduced this art director from American advertising agency. And he's really cool. He looks like a Chinese dressed like Michael Jackson, you know. But he don't say too much. He just look at me, he say, don't worry, I can do it. So I said, sure. So I hand him all the information and I can pay you and do this, and I can push you. He said, no, I love to work with you for free. Guess what? I never can even call him, say, hurry up, you know? So story kind of short, and before I go to come to Cape Town, I got email from him, say, download this from this web address. I download, I look, take 2 days and 10 hours. I thought, my goodness, so I'm coming to Cape Town, forget about the download, and we emailed to Matthew, helping me download. So that's it. I got here, I look, oh my God, everything, I need to react. But I just not there to call him to fix it because I need another 2 days, maybe 3 days to edit it. So end up, I spent a whole day with Brian and from the office to help me with the 3 other people made all together. So it's a pretty dramatic, but it's not all my style. I just, you know what I mean? I want you guys to know, you know, it's amazing, splash, everything. Okay, let's start, okay? So that's very impressive, right? Anyway, so this is just beginning. And now I'm thinking about it. It's interesting because what I want to tell everyone, because I'm actually born the Cultural Revolution time. So I want to tell everybody about a little bit of myself, how I become today, you know. So I born in China and Nanjing and Cultural Revolution time. grew up with my own mother, and then my father suicide. I was 10 years old, and I'm living with the mother. At that time, everybody wear blue and green, no fashion at all. So for me, the inspiration fashion is later in the 80s when American tours, Western people come to China. I thought, oh my God, so cool. T-shirt, jeans, bell bottom, and long hair. So I thought that I want to copy somewhere, something like that. And the whole entire town looked at me, and I thought I was so fashionable, so cool, you know? So anyway, story cut short, I was interested in art, in music, in drawing. So in China, don't have a fashion department. So I just tried to see if I can get into the art school. In the end, I went to graphics. The art school have a graphic design program, so I become a graphic designer. In '85, I went to America, and when I arrived in America, I realized I look at the mirror, I really look like just out of the boat. And no colors, no, oh my God, I look really bad, you know? And so I thought, forget about the fashion, you know? I don't speak English. I went to fashion school, FIT for summer school, and a couple hours I fell asleep. I don't understand what they're talking about, so I quit. So then I thought I'd found myself a job. So I went to Macy's from bottom in New York. It's like a cheap department store. I went there, told all the truth. I'm from China, got here, don't speak much English, no experience. They don't even give me a paper, they take me out. The same day, I walk from Macy's to Bloomingdale. So this time I'm smart, in a couple hours, I found a guy, I said, come on, help me how to write down this, you know? So guess what, I got a job. And I took a training program a week and did all the computers. And also from China, I don't even know how to answer the phone. So every time a phone rings, I bring the phone, giving all the people, say, help, what's this? They say, you have to listen to me. So that's how I learned from beginning. But very soon I become a very good salesperson. And they want to send me to training, become buyer. I thought, wow, that's close to fashion. So I want to, but they say your English is not good enough. So by chance, I met a fabric company owner. He thought I'm very charming, could be a very good salesperson. So he hired me to become cleaning person, cutting swatches, slowly promoting, take care of young designers. So from that experience, actually, I learned so much from a young designer, how to try so hard to do this and that. And then when I sell fabric, I'm giving a basket for the man cutting fabric. I said, wherever you want to waste, put the basket, I will use it. And then I made a little scarf. And not too long later, I went to a shop in Soho, and the shop owner looked at me and said, are you a fashion designer? Yes, I am. What do you design? Scarf. I said, they said, can we see it? I said, sure, I'll see you a month. So I hurried up, went to Hunter College, found the Chinese students. I said, $1 each, anybody helping me to make? So I carry a big basket. I went there a month later, I made $5,000. I thought, I'm so rich. My mother make 50 RMB for whole months, for whole entire life. I made $5,000. I'm quit, I become fashion designer. And so 1989, I started a business. It's Han Feng, New York. That time, I have so much pain left China. I never thought I want to go back to China. I don't want to go back. I'm in New York. I love it. I feel fish in the water. Never go home. So that's why maybe make you guys a little confused. Actually, that's my logo, Han Feng, New York. Actually, now I want to put Shanghai, you know. But I asked my lawyer said, don't put it. You register Han Feng, New York. If you put Shanghai, you change your own brand. Oh my God. So I have to figure out how to do that. But anyway, so this is from 89 start accessory company, sell my scarf to Brooks Brothers, Henry Bendel, Barney's, Bergdorf, all the different department store. Then customer asked me, can you make a skirt to match? So I make a pleated skirt. Then slowly ask me, Henry Bendel asked me to make a blouse. So I asked a dry cleaning shop, the tailor made 2 blouses for me. They won 144 pieces from size 214, right? So I got, oh my God, how to make this? Call young designer to help. And I thought this weekend I have to working so hard everywhere, add ½ inch or 1 inch, you know? So from don't know anything, really, just by all those friends' help, I deliver on time, and I become a designer. In 1993, I have my first ready-to-wear in the Bryant Park in New York. So that's how I started. Okay. So now I just show you a few fashion shows I done in New York, so you can see like Asian influence, a lot to do with the color, with the texture. Then I love accessories. Okay, now is back to China, and I in a few books talk about it. Forgot. I talked too fast, but anyway, one thing I forgot to tell everybody. I really don't want to go back to change this picture. I'm sorry. That picture not so okay. Okay, when I was never thought of going back to China, but the year 2000, and I don't know, everybody know Ai Weiwei is the architect from China and the Tan Dun composer. And we all hang out in New York. Everybody moved to China. So what's going on? All my buddies leaving, you know? And everybody tell me, like, Han Feng, you have to move back. If you don't move back, a little too late, you know? So from that time, I keep thinking, do I should move back or do I should stay in China? Took me almost 4 years. So in 2003, a man, Hendo Li, is the founder of a 3 in Bund in Shanghai, had a huge building, and then the second floor is like a department store. So anyway, he said, Han Feng, this is an opportunity, you have to come with me, I will offer wherever you can, you know, I can. So I thought, okay, just open a store, that's fine. So I went back to Shanghai. I have to go back to Shanghai, and so many things touches my heart, and just amazing people, and the craft just unbelievable. And also, I really watched everybody's life change so much, have so much freedom, and it's amazing. It's blooming. So 2005, I get apartment, a studio in Shanghai. So this is actually a photo shoot I did in China. Just threw all the clothes on the street, on friends, no makeup or wherever, just wherever they wear, and to see looks good or not, you know, see China's ready with me or not. So that did all these photo shoots. So this is a Beijing University, so we found a students wear it. That's my grandmother, just passed away, wears my clothes. And then this is a friend in Hangzhou, that's the city I'm from. That's my stepfather. And then my mother. So now, actually, it's important to talk about meeting Anthony Mingella. That's another journey. And I met Anthony when he making talented Mr. Ripley in New York. And then he saw his wife bought some of my clothes. He says, looks like the same designer I bought for you 2 years ago. So he looked at the label, is the same designer. So he asked his wife, Carolyn, to find me. He wanted to meet me. So Carolyn called me next day and told me, you know, her husband is director, did English patient. I was like, oh my God, I saw 3 times. And I cried so much. And oh my God, anytime you want to come to meet me, I'll see you. So next day, and after they making movie, they come to my apartment. And at that time, we bond together. So Anthony, that time is like 1999, I think. He asked me, have you ever done menswear? I said, I didn't, never. He said, from now on, you make clothes for me. So all the press clothes and I made for him. So I created a menswear line. And in 2001, 2002, I got a phone call from his office, said I want to have a lunch with me in Mercer Hotel. So I went there. I thought, must be a lot of friends get together, meet him. I went there, it's myself. And he says, I have a business to talk to you. Have you ever done opera before? I said, never. He said, me too. Let's have fun. I said, wow, that's great, you know? So 2005, I went to London. And we began the process because the opening is 2005, September, in English National Opera House. So he asked me to join all these meetings, and to listen everything. So in the end, 2005, I remember it's Chinese New Year. I carried 5 suitcases clothes, went to London. So the last day, I said, do you have time for me, everyone? They said, sure. I opened my box. I showed, can you look at this clothes? Can you imagine Cho-Cho-san wear that? Can you imagine this for Mr. Pinkerton? He looked at me. I know he's not happy. So he said, you know what? Let's talk about it later. I'm going to do casting for Breaking Entrance. See you later. I went to the street, I cried. I had a big cry because I don't know how to do it. I know what's wrong, what wrong I did, I don't even know. So a couple hours later, I went back to the office. They're all waiting for me. And Anthony says, okay, it's a Chinese New Year, and I want to say something, you know, before we go to dinner. And from day one, I hired Han Feng. I know I made the right decision. Today, I'm even more think about it. I made a really great decision, have her as a designer. It's my fault. She told me, and she never done costume before. And I forgot. You go back to Shanghai, go back to New York, come back in 1 month, come to London. I'll give you a whole entire week. We're working on it. We'll make sure you understand. So I left. I went to research. I went to New York. I was like, this time I can't, you know, my first time, I got to do it. You know what I mean? Like, that's it, you know? So I having dinner with a friend. I'm like, oh, anybody can help? You know what's going on? Everybody said, assistant, this and this. And one man is a friend, is a producer, said to me, you know, my neighbor is Tony Wharton. He win Oscar. He's 70-some years old. My neighbor, he's costume designer. Maybe he want to have tea with you. I said, sure. And next day, I got a phone call. He can receive me. I went to tea with him. He showed me all this beautiful drawing and paint perfectly. I look at it, I say, oh my God, forget it. I'm no way gonna paint like this. And I never paint like that. So he looked at me, he said that, you know what, Han Feng, you're an artist. You always can find your own way to do it. Just do your own way. So when I walk out his door, I found my own way. I'm gonna collecting all the fashion magazine from friends. I'm going to use magazine as a color. I'm making collage. So story cut short, a month I went to London. I showed him everything. I put it in his room, and he walked to his office. He see it. He says, Han Feng, that's it. So the design finished, and nothing changed. That's the Madame Butterfly. I want to show everyone. This is a little too long, but. But that opera become a very commercial opera. Actually, now it is still played in New York and London, and always sold out of the tickets. So, anyway, so this is the next opera working on. With I worked in the San Francisco Opera House, and for Amy Tan's book called Bonesetter's Daughter, something related to China. It's about she is a Chinese living in San Francisco and went back to looking for the roots. And it's a ghost story. With such confused emotion, letting anxiousness So here just have some drawing that time doing something related with the San Francisco Chinese New Year, her family having dinner, and her mother, the wedding in the past, the chorus close. So last year I did this opera Handel's piece, Semele, is worked with another Chinese artist called Zhang Huan, and he is a creative director and did this Semele story. I don't know if everybody know the story. This story is about this young girl seduce the goddess and end up die. And so the director wanted something with the Chinese with the Renaissance mixed. So I used the Chinese fabric, and this is when she seduced the goddess. This is also chorus. And last year also, I think I have to say, because Anthony, and I thought he just opened a window for me to do something different in opera, but I didn't know he opened the whole world for me. And after 2 years that he died, I still hear so much from people calling me because of him. So this is called Kung Fu Kid in China, but in America it's a Karate Kid remake. So the director called me up because they heard Anthony talk a lot about me, so thought maybe I can design the costume. So I didn't bring my portfolio because I know this is a Karate Kid. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, just everyday clothes. And so I'm so free to show them my opera costume design. I would lost my job. So I came with a clean hand, went there. So they hired me, and for this movie, in the middle of a movie, and the Columbia Picture and Sony, the head come to Beijing to see us. And I told them, oh, thank you so much to give me the opportunity for my first movie. Everybody shocked. What? Your first movie? And the director couldn't believe it. I thought you did a 7 or 8 movie. I said, no, I never. That's my first one. And so it was very, very lucky. Actually, I want to show everybody.
I feel like we're on a quest to start a new life. Go ahead. Ask him, what's your name in Chinese?
Dude, I'm from Detroit.
Welcome to Beijing. Gonna do something? I just want to go home.
This is home.
I thought you were just a maintenance man.
The only way to stop them is to face them.
I will teach you real kung fu.
Hang up your jacket. Take it down. Put it on. Take it off.
I already did.
Jacket off. Kung Fu lives in how we put on the jacket. Be strong. Take off the jacket. And lives in how we treat people. Everything is Kung Fu. Get up! Connect to the energy around you.
I get it. You're Yoda and I'm like a Jedi. Oh yeah.
Your focus needs more focus. Strike! Harder! Harder!
I don't want to be scared anymore.
Life will knock us down, but we can choose to get back up. Remember, always strong.
That's nasty.
So you will see this movie this summer. So I was so worried, 45 minutes. I thought I'm going to run out of time, so I cut my story all short, quick. Now they tell me I have another 10 minutes. So I want to say is I think I really don't have a big dream before. When I grew up, I think I just want my life a little bit better than my mother. I think the whole story, you see this, I think I always, when opportunity come, I never thought I'm going to quit, thought that, I never done this, I'm going to quit. I always thought, I'm going to try so hard, I'm going to make it happen. So that's why I think all this, I think everybody need the time and the luck, everything. So I think when the time and the luck arrive, I always grab it. So that's what happened today. And I think that's why I enjoy very, very much my life and working in new opera in Austria. It just become like costume special or something, and so now I have other jobs. But also, I'm happy with the Austria opera going to come into London Covent Garden too. It's the first opera, nothing related with it, China, Asia. So I thought it would be interesting, challenging too. So I'm excited about that. And if anyone have questions or anything, will ask me. Otherwise, I want to say goodbye. Thank you.